folks? I am Ultrazilla, and this is my review of the Overwatch Ultimates, Genji. Alright, my zillions, we're back at the Overwatch Ultimates. I don't know how much of this second series I'm getting. They all look kind of good. There's some like different skins out there and stuff like that, but I definitely wanted this one as soon as it popped up on Amazon. I ordered it, and it wasn't a pre-order. I just jumped and ordered it. Probably getting a couple of more at least. I can't remember any of their names right now. But the one that looks like Sheriff Bravestar, I'll probably get that guy. And the big girl with the giant gun, yeah, whatever her name is. Probably getting that one as well at some point, but all in good time. Right now we have Genji, one that I was really looking forward to because I really love this design. And let's get to it, alright? So, without any further ado, let's review Genji. Checking out Genji's articulation. Head is just on a ball joint? No, it's got a hinge in there. Yep, look, ooh. Definitely has a hinge. Then you have the upper body rotation and the bottom clicky joint. So no waist, but they do a little different with the Overwatch Ultimates, which I'm fine with. Then you do have a butterfly joint. It does get hindered a bit, which is a little unfortunate because of the way they did the chest piece, but that's not Hasbro's fault, but more of the figure design. I think the solution would have been to make these chest plates soft plastic, and then you could have just like went over them easy. So yeah, it's unfortunate when you do have a butterfly joint that you can't really get a ton of motion out of it. It is there, and you do get a little bit more motion than you would normally, so I'm fine with that. Hinge, swivel otherwise, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. Also doesn't work super great unless you kind of bend this one maybe first. Nah, it's hard. Again, the design kind of gets in the way of it. Hinge, swivel at the wrist, works fine. Leg joints, splits that much, kicks rather high the way it's done. Back, but you do get, again, you do get this ugly barbell in the middle. Swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee works pretty fine, I guess. Hinge and rocker at the foot. I would have liked toe articulation on this one. Yeah, it's fine, but I mean, for a ninja type dude, I feel like you needed to clear some of this and make just give him a little more articulation, you know what I'm saying? Taking a look at Genji, he's pretty cool looking. I really do like the design. The one thing I don't like about this overall, the look of this figure right now, is that you see this giant barbell joint in between his legs. That is pretty unsightly, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It just looks bad. Otherwise, the design is pretty good. I think the head sculpt is nice. The yellow of the eyes there is a little sloppy, but I could let that go as kind of like a glow. Then you got 2 shades of gray, which is fine. This is a soft plastic here, which is fine as well. Chest looks pretty decent. The yellow here could be a little brighter. You do get that, plastic dual, grays going on there, as well as on the armor, on the arms, going down to his hands. It's good. It's funny, like, the more you look at it, the more you're like, it's not so good. But the look overall kind of makes up for it. Like, all this gray being on top of the white kind of looks pretty good. It definitely does. There is another skin of this guy coming out in a 2-pack. And that looks pretty decent. So I don't know if that might be the way to go. But for now, the look is pretty good. Then you got this here on the back with the sword and stuff. I didn't even take that out. And you have the scabbards, which actually both look pretty good, and the back looks decent enough. The plastic is kind of a little pearlescent. As you can see, it has a little bit of a shine to it. And I like all these little thingies, you know, bits and bobs all over. He looks like he has cleats on, which is kind of cool, kind of sporty. So, and I do like this pointing finger. So yeah, it is not bad at all. He's kind of like somewhere between a ninja and a knight. The proportions are kind of interesting. Let me get him down here so you can see it better. Definitely very big at the hips, and you know, again, that barbell joint doesn't really help. Let's see. As you can see here, like, it makes the proportions a little weird in the, you know, going down to the legs. It makes his legs look a little funny, but it's not bad overall. Again, I feel like the more I look at it, the more I see like, But the thing is, when you pose this guy around, he looks really cool. So I'm kind of torn. I kind of really like it, and there's parts of it that I don't. So it's definitely flawed, but there's definitely a lot to like about this guy as well. So it's a roll of the dice. It's gonna be, maybe you get some nicer paint apps, but I don't know if that would do it. You know, maybe the colors. Again, maybe the different skin one, the darker one, would probably maybe suit this one a little bit better. Aw, and there you go, and that's the end of this segment. Genji comes with this short sword thingy. The hilt is kind of meh. Done in a kind of sparkly gray plastic, and this is done more in a silver. And then this would go in here. It's an okay piece, but one that I feel like just looks better, like, on him than it does out. So yeah, I think this is one to keep in the scabbard. Genji's regular sword, though, is very nice. I really like the effort put forth here. And you got that gunmetal sparkly plastic up here, and then you got the yellow down here, which actually looks pretty nice in combination with each other. Black there, and more of that like silvery plastic here for this hilt, which looks a lot better. So this is a really nice looking sword, and fits in his hand really nice. And this is like my preferred look. And I feel like once you have this in hand, it like enhances the look overall of the character. So, and that's why I kind of like the look of the character, and why I kind of did, and I usually do accessories first, but I kind of did it second here, because I feel like once you have the sword in hand and this piece and all that, and like, it just like lends to his look, and he looks a lot cooler on shelf. So there's, yeah, that's how I'm looking at this. And then, you know, this would go in here, which is also very nice, a really cool look. So yeah, I dig that. I if I could stand up again, that's okay. Yeah, there you go. He looks good. Genji also comes with 2 extra hands, another holding hand here, and these are pretty cool. They kind of look robotic. I really don't know much about the character, so maybe he is a robot, but I like how they look overall. It's pretty good. And then, of course, you have this one with an effect part. Really soft plastic, translucent yellow here with some ninja stars attached to it. Hasbro's done this a lot lately. We got it with Ronin. And obviously, like, you know, the caps, you know, with the throwing shield. So we've seen this effect before. It's a cool idea. I just never love it. For whatever reason, I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's fine. It works. It's cool to include. And like, for those that want to take some action shots, I guess this works. For me, I don't think I'd ever display it with this, but it's cool to have. For your size comparisons, here's Genji with Mysterio, fellow swordsman Nightcrawler, as well as the MMPR White Ranger. Here he is with Chopper. Finally, with a couple of other Overwatch Ultimates figures, starting with Tracer, and ending it off with Soldier 76. And my final thoughts, I like this figure. I think it's very cool. It certainly has a good look to it. There's a couple of things that are a little odd about it, but overall it's not so bad. As a figure design, it's pretty nice. So I do dig that. I really, you know, I can't really compare it to anything in the game, how it compares to that, because I don't play the game, but yeah, as a figure, I think it's just quite cool. So there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. If you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. Till next time, peace out, peeps.